Can I please speak to your
Where's
manager?
the toilet
Can
paper?
I
Can I
where
get
are
another
your
bag?
bathrooms?
No, I want
It's
it.
the tale of
I have to
children
move
in
it for
I don't know when I showered last, Bolo.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out.
But why?
I mean, that's up to you, honestly. I'm Bella. That's Will. Welcome to the Tales from Retail Hell.
I'm Will.
Okay. Well, we talk a lot of shit about other people, and I thought it was high time that we play fair and just explain how we are also sometimes shitty people in stores, in businesses.
Fair is fair.
Yeah, we are human. We are not infallible. I have two stories, one that was before I started working retail and one after. And honestly, the after one is probably worse just because I know how it affects a store nowadays.
I also have a before and after,
Okay.
but the before one's way worse. Or at least, it's not way worse, but I feel worse about it.
Okay. Fair enough. So, you want to do both of our befores and then both of our afters?
Yeah.
Okay. So my before ever working in any sort of before ever working period, I was probably like
Yeah, but you worked in restaurants.
it doesn't count. I wasn't paid. I was working for my family. That's legal child slavery. I mean, and I kind of like just bust tables and did cashiering. I didn't like cook anything or have to get a license to do anything. I was like maybe 13 or 14 and maybe younger actually. I don't remember. Definitely before high school and before maybe before junior high. So maybe like 11 or 12. It doesn't matter. I was young and I was stupid. And it was HEB, which I don't know if you guys outside of Texas know this place, but it is.
I didn't know it until I came to Texas.
It's a Texas-based company, but it's also connected to World Market, which is another like grocery store chain that's a little bit more national. But back in my podunk hometown, that was the only grocery store we had until they finally built the Walmart.
The Walmart?
Yeah, we can go to the Walmart. They got DVDs there. So, you know when you walk through a store and you're like, oh, I want to taste this grape because I want to make sure these grapes are good. And it's like there are some things that you can graze and it's fine. And then there are some things that you're just stealing. And I don't think my mom ever like knew because we always shopped together. But like I was hella hungry. And so I just kind of got a box of like Pop-Tarts off the shelf and walked around eating them. And just not even like keeping my trash together in the box. I would put like one empty foil sleeve on a shelf, another empty foil sleeve like tucked in between a chair in the pharmacy.
That's awesome.
Like, no, it was awful. And I feel bad about it because I now have to clean up shit like that. And it's really annoying.
That's incredible. That is so fucking savage.
Well, because I didn't have money of my own. And I knew mom wouldn't want to buy me Pop-Tarts. So, and I was hungry, and we weren't going to have dinner for another, like, 2 or 3 hours. So I'm just like, I'm just going to fucking take these Pop-Tarts.
I think the real takeaway here is your mom should have bought you Pop-Tarts.
Honestly, I mean, she should just know my feeding schedule.
Don't be a terrible mother and buy your children garbage.
Yeah. Don't give me kale. I want Pop-Tarts. I mean, that is the way that I am right now. That's the reason I am the way that I am. But yeah, I was a grazing thief as a young child.
Your past is very similar to my future.
Oh no.
But
What is your past?
This was when my family visited Europe.
Okay.
And I was also around that age, 12, 13.
The age of being a shithead.
Yes. And, you know, we were in France,
Ooh.
I think.
Ooh la la.
And, you know, we're just walking in and out shops in the local market.
Mm-hmm.
My father had procured for me a Coca-Cola.
Oh.
for 1, possibly 2 euros.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I was walking around the shop and I was drinking it.
Yeah.
I finished it and I just put it on a shelf,
Right.
as people are ought to do.
Right. Well, at least he had paid beforehand.
Yeah.
So it wasn't.
No, but here's the worst part.
Oh no.
The worst part is, this is like a mom and pop shop, right?
Yeah.
So as I was leaving, these 2 people in like their mid-40s come out, not yelling at me,
But accusing you.
accusing me in a language I don't speak,
Right.
and like kind of like shaking the can up and down. And I felt so ashamed and embarrassed.
I mean, it sucks because you're young and you made a mess, but you didn't steal, and there's no way for you to explain because you don't speak French. Like, does your dad speak French? Could he have
No.
vouched for? Oh man, you're all fucked then.
No, I was real embarrassed.
Oh.
And I was real ashamed of it, and it's like an image that I'll like never ever forget.
Yeah.
This like mom and pop store clerk being like, "Why the fuck do you leave trash in my store? Who are you, American boy?"
I'm sorry, I'm poor American boy.
I didn't mean it.
I mean, I guess
I'm American dirt child. I apologize.
I guess, take solace that, they're across an ocean and they probably don't remember you.
Do they not remember me, though?
I don't know, because if something worse happened that day, you're in the clear.
But they don't just remember me as, like, the filthy American dirt child who left trash in our store that time before this terrible thing happened.
Oh,
or
Lord.
after this terrible thing happened.
Oh, God. I don't know. Like, there's little shitty ways of being the bad customer. Like, you go pick something up and you're checking out, and then you're like, I actually don't want this. And you, like, give it to the cashier, like, I'm really sorry, can you put this back? That's at least better than, I think, leaving it on a shelf somewhere. But, like,
if you're gonna leave it somewhere, at least leave it somewhere refrigerated.
Right.
Like, that's what I always say to myself whenever I find something, like, in a refrigerated section. Like,
You could have been a dick and left this in the cereal.
I would bitch about it, but at least
it's still saleable.
it's still sellable.
Yeah. Yeah, no, side story. Walking around Walmart one time, I found a package of green meat hidden in the wine. And I found somebody and I was like, I did not do this, but I found this thing here. I'm really sorry. It smells bad over here. My bad thing that I've done in a business more recently, I broke a thing, and I hid it, and I never told anybody about it.
Oh, what was it?
It was part of a toilet.
A turlet?
I accidentally ripped the flush handle
Off?
off of a toilet. I mean, to be fair, it was a shitty toilet.
But Bella, why?
I really had to go. Hulk smash, man.
Why couldn't you just... Well, the going process is not the flushing process.
Well, okay, so
Why'd you need to flush with such exuberance?
It was one of those, like, it had a resistance to it, right? It was like one of those high flow, like, whoosh toilets where everything just kind of shoots into the ground like a jet engine.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I gotta push really hard on this thing. It's got some push to it. It's got some oomph. I guess something was loose. Because I just ripped the whole damn thing off. It did flush. I didn't leave, like, a mess. But I completely broke...
You just put it on top of the toilet.
No, see, that was the thing. I didn't even do that. I just, like, threw it behind the toilet tank.
Why?
I panicked! I don't know. And I washed my hands and I left. And my face was red, but I'm like, I fucking broke something. Like, they're gonna have to order... like
a
parts.
$5 toilet handle.
I don't know how toilets are put together. But
you know how they come apart.
I do now. Man, that's pretty bad. I don't know, like when I go into stores now because of these jobs, like I try to like face as I'm going through aisles because it's like, man, why did everybody push this shit all to the back?
No, you do that and I hate it. I hate that you do that because, like, Bella, you're not working.
I know, but I feel bad. And some stores are, like, way bigger than my store, and I know they won't get to it.
They have multiple people. They'll find a way.
I'm sure. They're not paid enough.
You're destroying the U.S. economy. We're losing jobs.
Oh my god, they're gonna replace us all with robots anyways. What's your really bad new thing?
I steal stuff. I've pretty bad kleptomania.
What's the most expensive thing? Because I'm thinking it's the SD card that you got for Jesse.
Yeah, that was like $60.
Damn, homie.
Remember, never steal anything more expensive than $100.
Because then it's a fucking misdemeanor.
Then it's a misdemeanor, exactly.
Yep. Just don't get caught.
No, I'll never get caught.
Don't steal anything that could get a shopkeeper or employee in trouble.
I only steal from Walmart.
That's fair. They're shit.
I only steal from Walmart. Occasionally, Target.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would steal from anywhere else is, like, if I was going through their bakery, I will pick up a donut.
You pick up a donut every time.
Not every time, but
Almost.
also not always a donut.
Right. Sometimes it's a bagel or
Sometimes a bagel or a roll.
And every time I'm like, did you pay for that? And you're like, yeah, I already did. And I was like, where's your receipt? I ate it. Like,
there is no receipt.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as receipts, Mario.
No, on the subject of stealing, and I'm not going to give an exact location.
Oh, you're going to tell the thing?
I am going to tell the thing. Because it costs you $0 to be sexist. But when you are a sexist, it's going to cost you at least $5 to $10 every time I'm in your store. There's this one national gaming chain.
You can just say it.
And it's a GameStop. So there's 2 GameStops in town. One of them is really cool. They're always super friendly. They're always well stocked. They greet you as you walk in the door.
Actually, I have a really weird, really cool thing they did for me.
Okay.
So when I did do that trade-in the other week.
Yeah. The one where they actually gave you money back?
Yeah, kudos to GameStop. They actually used someone else's, like, rewards card.
Okay.
So when I went in to put more money down on a game, they're like, yeah, I don't see your pre-order or your, like, order anywhere. I was like, what? And he actually went through and, like, looked at the timestamps for, like, things that day.
Aw.
And found, like, oh, were you this, and this? I'm like, yes. All right, we'll transfer it over.
Aw, that's really sweet.
So, yeah, kudos to those guys.
Yeah, no, see, there's some stores and some employees that, like, they go out of their way to help you out because they want you to come back to their store.
Or they just do their job.
Yeah, or they just do the bare fucking minimum of their job.
But more to your story.
So, like,
about GameStop.
Right. So the other GameStop, equally stocked and, same items. Sometimes we go there because they might have different amiibos, or I'm looking for pop figures. Or this is just a test and I want to test them. Because every time that we have gone in, and that'd be me and Will, my boyfriend, and then Jesse, our roommate, and one time I think Cole, I don't know. Like, every time we come in, the cashier will greet Will and Jesse and will not greet me. They don't acknowledge me. They don't ask me if I need help. Like, they don't ask me how I'm doing. Or, like, is there anything I can help you find?
Bella.
Yeah.
Girls don't play video games.
Apparently not.
Video games are for manly men.
I have some charts that can prove you wrong. But, so I'm just like, I mean, the first time, obviously, I didn't care or I didn't notice. The second, third, fourth time, and it's not the same dude every time, and that's what gets me.
It's a mix of dudes.
It's like 2 or 3 or 4 different cashiers, and they all fucking do it.
You know why the other GameStop might be better about that? Because I think they have a girl who works there.
Yeah, they do. She's a little bit shorter than I am, but yeah, she's very cool. So it's like they're used to seeing a girl in the store.
Women?
Yeah.
Playing video games? I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh, you're here for Cooking Mama too, aren't you? So, like, yeah, I mean, every time you don't greet me or treat me like a customer, I'm going to assume that you don't care what I do in there, and I'm going to take your shit. So
as an aside,
yeah.
Those socks you stole, the
Yeah.
Pokemon ones,
Yeah.
they're fantastic socks.
Right? They're super comf. I really like the Thor ones that I got.
They're super good socks.
Yeah. So it's like, and same rule. I don't take anything super huge, but it's really embarrassing for a store when I can take something off of your counter in front of you. It's not. A GameStop is like, what, maybe 20 by 40?
It's a single room.
Yeah. It's like as big as our living room.
Yeah, just about.
And it's like, dude, you're standing in front of me on a computer. I'm walking in front of you looking at your little trinkets that you have at your checkout. And I'm fucking taking shit and you won't even look me in the goddamn eye.
I think it's because they assume you're taking, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's little $5 Gashapon things, and they don't give a shit about those.
Probably. Yeah, that's probably not gonna...
They got Freddy's insurance. They'll cover anything missing.
Right. It's like, fuck, take it. We can't get rid of it and everybody breaks them. But it's like, come on, my dude. Don't be afraid. Don't be rude. Don't be sexist. Although, just for the record on the podcast, I do want to say that one time we left the GameStop and Will was like, would it be worse if they ignored you or worse if they asked you?
No, let's act it out.
Oh, okay.
So, in a scenario where they ignore you, just...
I'm gonna take your shit.
I will be the GameStop employee. So...
I'm looking around the counter. I'm jingling keychains.
And I'm ignoring her.
I'm crinkling little bags. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to put shit in my purse. Goodbye.
I look behind her. Sir, do you need anything?
I swear to God.
But there is a...
Scenario 2.
There is a darker future. A darker timeline.
I jingled the door. Hello, I'm here.
Hello, ma'am. So... How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
So, are you looking for anything for your son, or your boyfriend, or your husband,
and that's
or your brother,
and that's when you get fucking slapped,
or your father?
Jesus Christ! Right? If I walk into a GameStop, and unless it's like Father's Day, and you ask me, "Are you here for a Father's Day gift?" Like, you have no fucking reason to ask me about, like, the men in my life.
But scenario 2 is way worse.
Scenario 2 is way worse, and I would not only leave a bad Yelp review, I'm stealing something big that time. Like, I'm grabbing a shit ton of Switch games and running out the door.
well, that's a misdemeanor. Don't do misdemeanors.
If they can catch me. How many people do you think look like me in Denton? There's a short, chubby brunette girl with glasses. Okay, there's half of TWU.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm fucking anonymous, man. It's great. So yeah, there are some stores that deserve theft.
Like every Walmart.
Like every Walmart. Fuck the Waltons. Honestly, if I could steal from like a brick and mortar Amazon, I fucking would too. Cause fuck Jeff Bezos.
I have stolen from Amazon before. That just kind of ties in to being a shitty customer. I've discovered that if you even kind of mildly bitch enough, you'll get anything from Amazon.
That's true. They really don't want any confrontation.
They will bend over backwards.
Like, you basically got a free laptop or something from them, right?
Yeah, basically. I got essentially a free laptop.
Yeah.
I ordered phone cases for us.
Yeah.
One time. They were sent to my old address.
Right. And instead of resending those out.
No, I told them, like, hey, I did this by accident. Would you mind, could you, like, pick them back up from there and send them back over? And they're like, no, once they're gone, they're gone. We'll just send you some new ones free of charge. And this was 100% my fault.
Yeah.
And it just gave me, like, it was only like a $15 purchase. But it's like, Amazon, come on, have some balls.
They don't need to have balls. Jeff Bezos is worth like $180 billion. He's investing in space because he doesn't know what to do with his money.
Well, to be fair, same.
I mean, yeah, but
I would do the same.
I would also, like, buy all of the homeless a house, and you'd still have billions left.
I would buy Uganda.
All of Uganda?
Yes.
Would you rename it?
Uganda Knuckles.
Yes.
No, I would rename it Uganda and Knuckles.
Uganda and Knuckles, yes. Okay, let's move there. I don't know, like, in general, don't yell at cashiers or baristas or, whatever. Because, 9 times out of 10, they have nothing to do with the product or with the sale or with the coupon. And they can't change it. Like, sometimes the computer just won't let things happen. Now, restaurants, if you bring me the wrong food, or if I specifically say no tomato and you put like 5 tomatoes in there, I'm going to say something. I won't yell at you, but I will say, let me read back the receipt that I have and see where there is an addition dash no tomatoes.
I would do that as well, unless it's really busy. If it's like insanely busy, I'll just take them off and be like, whatever.
Right. And yeah, I can take something off. I can't put something on that isn't there, but if it's like a sauce and I don't want the sauce, like I can't scoop out the sauce and get rid of that flavor.
Wasn't it Jesse who got like a lukewarm thing once?
Yeah. We were at a Mexican restaurant and his dish was just like, no, it was Texas Roadhouse. He got a fucking steak and his shit was ice cold.
No, it wasn't a steak. It was his potatoes. And they were like room temperature or something. Yeah.
Well, it was obvious that like they were busy and his food came out first and they didn't put it under like a heat lamp or anything. Right. But yeah, like that's a fucking rookie move, and you should be able to say, no, I want to pay for the
food.
That's
a bitch move, Santa.
Yeah, it's like I want to eat the food that I ordered.
Especially if your food's like $20.
Yeah. Holy
if this is
shit.
like,
if it's Sonic and I'm getting a $2 cheeseburger and a $4 drink, I really don't care.
Why would you get a $2 cheeseburger and a $4 drink?
Some days they have the half off cheeseburgers. And then if you go during happy hour and get a big one. I'm just making up numbers. But like, yeah.
I guess.
It depends. It depends. Like, I'm not going to bitch at the McDonald's worker, but I am going to bitch at like the Johnny Carinos or the Red Lobster
once you're past Applebee's level.
Yeah.
Of restaurant.
Yeah, when you're past the Applebee's tier.
If I go to a fucking Jimmy John's and they put like onions on my sandwich, then whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna
fucking Jimmy John over here is making $8 an hour. I wouldn't give a fuck either.
Right. I'm probably still gonna tip him.
But if you're a server and the amount of money you make is directly proportional.
Yeah.
To you getting shit right and you communicating with the cooks.
Right.
Who I assume are making decent money.
Cooks usually get part of the tip share, too.
So, yeah.
Like, you're getting your base pay and then also tips.
I don't know why any food service job is, like, hourly pay.
I don't either.
Because
it's legalized slavery and I can't stand it.
No, it's not even that. If it's a food service job and, like, food being prepared correctly is really important.
Yeah.
Give them a reason to care. Like, a monetary reason.
Yeah. Your time is still worth something, though.
Is it, though?
It is, because we all have to live in this shitty society.
I'm just saying, look, if I was working at food service again, and instead of making $9 an hour, I made, like, $5 with tips.
Yeah.
I would do my job so much better.
Yeah. So well that people just love me, and I get paid more than I would have if it was just a base pay.
Make some barista money.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's why bartenders get all the tips. That's why bartenders, get so much fucking money. Because
I would love being a bartender.
I would love to learn how to do that shit. Just for myself. I don't know. Moral of the story is we're all shitty to people, but, like, sometimes there are reasons.
Everyone's human.
Everyone's human. You gotta be nice to the people that are on the bottom tier because they have nothing to do with what your problem is.
Yes.
Like, if you can, find a manager, very calmly explain, this is what happened, this is what I had expected to happen. If I misunderstood something, could you explain it to me? Like, as a manager, if you come at me with a very kind and patient tone, I will bend over backwards trying to fix things for you and ensure that you come back.
I would say in general, don't yell at anybody.
Don't fucking yell at anybody.
Because escalating the problem just doesn't help anybody.
Right?
Ever.
Yeah, no, if you're
Unless, of course, it is Amazon.
Jesus, yeah.
Then you mash that caps lock as hard as you can.
You use a big-ass font and you pretend like you're 80 years old.
You use that big font. You use the bold, italics,
Underline.
and underline, and you get your fucking point across.
I was told by AppleCare that I could come into the store and get a part. Like, don't do that shit.
No.
If you come at me sideways, you're just gonna get the cops called on
you just make it like shitty for everybody.
Yeah. Well, especially because, like, some people, you catch someone on the wrong shift and they had nothing to do with your problem.
Or like if you're somebody or if you go to somebody with a decent attitude,
yeah,
and they act like standoffish or like, don't tell their manager, yeah, he had a bad attitude. He's probably making $10 an hour.
right. Why does he need to care about your problem? Find someone higher up.
Like, get someone who's paid to care.
Right.
Because underlings are not paid to care.
They really aren't.
They are paid to, like, do a thing, and that's kind of it.
They're paid to do a thing and take your shit, and you shouldn't give them shit.
No.
Because we will spit in your bags. I don't know.
You can give the salary people shit
Yeah.
because they're salary.
Yeah, they have to be there.
And they're making 6 figures, so fuck them.
Yeah, they can go on fishing trips every other weekend.
Basically.
While the rest of us can't even call in when we hurt our legs. Like...
So, anything else you want to add, Beller?
I mean, follow us on Twitter, on Tumblr. Tumblr is The Tales of Retail Hell.
It's all in the description.
.tumblr.com. Yeah, follow us on Twitter. Say hi. We just like talking to people. My Twitter's getting really political lately, and I'll try to cut back on that, but I'm real fucking...
Double down on it.
Double down. I should probably split my Twitter and...
Nah. If they want not politics, they can just follow me.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't...
I'm not politics.
He doesn't do politics.
I want to exist in a world where everything's nice.
I would love that too, but, you know, we can't always have what we want.
Come into my Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, I would love to.
Or go into Bella's Warzone, whichever one you think is more fun.
Yeah, and if you hold both of our hands, you've got a happy medium. I don't know. Send us your stories. Send us links to, like, funny retail memes. Like, Retail Robin's really good, and, like, I don't know. Just give me some cool shit. I need laughs in my life. But thank you for listening.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.